And allegedly, Doc called Wyatt a damn Jew boy, which angered Wyatt, causing their friendship to end. Wyatt had fallen in love with Josephine and later married her. So Doc and Wyatt were never the same after that, and they split ways. For a brief moment their paths crossed once more in 1886, but in the end, Doc died alone in the Hotel Glenwood in 1887. As for And allegedly, Doc called Wyatt a damn Jew boy, which angered Wyatt, causing their friendship to end. Wyatt had fallen in love with Josephine and later married her. So Doc and Wyatt were never the same after that, and they split ways. For a brief moment their paths crossed once more in 1886, but in the end, Doc died alone in the Hotel Glenwood in 1887. As for
Oh, yeah, Burge, mate, you right? Show me the connection between the last fucking thing. Just gonna be opening some packs, doing a little bit of Pokemon, mate, today. Is it going through the bloody thing? I'll be on PUBG in a bit actually though. Oh good, Clem's on the place. Thank you for the update, Clem. Very happy to hear that, mate. Just tugging into a cheesy bee, boys. Shamelessly plug on Discord quickly. Right, let's open some packs then, shall we, Clem? What do you think we are going to get today? Probably nothing. Usually we don't. Clem is not handsome, mate. I don't know why you'd say such a thing to him. Alright, let's open 78 packs, shall we? Maybe 80, we'll see. We've got 2 on trade at the moment, so if no one accepts them, we'll open them. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's quite a cool little card. That could be a fun meme deck to make. It's terrible. I was glad I got another one of those. What we're really looking for is Ditto and Ditto VMAX. So I should have probably eaten my lunch before coming on, but oh. Again, it's kind of interesting. But none of these cards are particularly good. That's arguably a good card. This is arguably a good card in certain decks. 0 retreat cost. If you use Birdkeeper each turn, which is a fairly okay supporter, you don't have to pay any attack cost. It's fairly usable. Little meme deck. It's cute. I wouldn't say it's good. That's kind of an okay card as well, but it's also not. I mean, it's any energy, that's really handy, but it has to be active. It's got 1 retreat cost. Not the best. Always good to have more boss's orders because they're fairly tradable. We're going to get this a lot, I think. We're going to have a lot of bloody Celebi. Usually when I start getting the same thing more than once, it's going to be all day that we get it. Oh, that's actually genuinely a good hit. I forgot Lapras was even in this set. No, he definitely is not on his left from his right. Clem, you might be interested in looking at this. Lapras VMAX is a pretty hefty deck. It's water, so you would like it. I mean, Lapras V is not good, but Lapras VMAX is very good. And Body Surf is okay if you get stuck with it in the active on turn 1. But unfortunately, we're just getting dog shit today. Clem, if Luis is on Facebook, send him a link to this, please. I said I'd show it to him, but I can't be bothered to go on it now. Yeah, we're probably not going to get anything good. I've got good feet. Oh, actually, there's a Ditto. That's good. So the reason this is good is that V transformation technique, the ability, it lets you have a lot of freedom with situational Pokemon like Milotic or Talonflame V, which sort of just gives the card a very good level of utility. Whoever put this card in the set really should get shot in the knees. This is horrible. But I'd actually be really annoyed if I still played in real life because... Oh, that's good. The pulls in these packs are horrible, right? And the packs, again, scalp to shit. So they're like 4 times retail sometimes. If I was paying like £9 a pack in real life for these, and I was getting crap like this, I'd be furious. Pokemon really needs to sort out the printing situation. And they need to start doing something about scalping. They need to really either flood the market with product, so the scalpers can't really hold on to anything, or speak to the retailers and say, please do. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a pretty cool card. This is interesting too for actually a lot of decks that can accelerate energy. It's very handy as a backup in water decks for the last prize, because of Frostmoth. Very handy in Rillaboom decks. It's pretty usable in a lot of decks. Welder decks. Actually, if I make Ditto Box, this will probably go in as a sort of backup attacker. pretty good as well to get Bumblebee. I mean, I know objectively this card looks bad to new players because it's got 40 HP. Why it's good is this attack, because you get something like 12 Pokemon of Mad Party in the discard. You're doing an insane amount of damage for a single attach on a single prize Pokemon that you could easily recycle. It doesn't really have any drawbacks. It has a particularly strong engine. The only time this deck doesn't do well is if it has a bad starting turn. With a bad starting turn and you end up losing a little momentum, the enemy can sort of build up to starve you off. You need to be getting the kills early on of this deck. It's a pretty good deck though. Bumblebee's a cute Pokemon. A really cute little guy. It's really what I care about on a lot of these card arts. Whether it's cute or not. Thank you, Clem. Perfect, more professors. You did get the trainer kit, you said, didn't you, Clem? With the 2 to Dene in it. This is good. Just energy acceleration. In a format where we don't really have any. We have some, but we don't have what we used to have. There's no Max Elix there. I think Ether's out of the format. Aqua Patch is gone. I mean, Turbo Patch is in, but that's a coin flip, so it's not great. I don't know, it's called Source Pan or something. The metal Aqua Patch is in. But for most of us, we don't have as good of energy acceleration. Just there's not as much general acceleration as it used to be. There's a lot of really specific to types now. But this is really good for grass. This and Cherrim are probably the best grass has right now. I mean, this is virtually the same pack. We just got a second to go. That's not great. That's actually awful. Is there ever a time you're going to use Rillaboom V? Probably not. I might try and trade it. This is a good card, but it's a scum card as well, just because of that. Anything that prevents your opponent from just being able to play the game is both good. It's good from a gameplay perspective, but it's atrocious from a moral ethic perspective. What's this? So honestly, if you ever had children, Clam, I could see both of them looking like this. I mean, this drip over here with his bowl head, his melon-shaped head, that's definitely stuff that could come from you. And this girl, she doesn't just know left or right either, mate. So I could easily be you, Clem. Your two children. It's kind of an okay card. Let's just throw better cards for playing on top of a knockout. Oh, I really hope we get another Eternatus so we can just trade it off. Oh, good God. I did open some of these I am the biggest digital scalper. Buying codes is just economically better than buying cards now. It's kind of a cool looking card. It's not a good card, but it's a cool looking card. That's something that the physical product has over digital. Is a lot of the better looking cards that aren't really playable but are fairly nice to look at. Having them physically there means something, like tangible. It's something you can tangibly hold and show people. On this, what's the point of it? What are those things called you can buy now? NFS or something, or you know, I mean, where you can buy a bit of digital art. It's basically one of those. Pointless. It doesn't really mean anything. are those called? NFTs or something? Let's have a look. NFTs, yeah. We could actually just do getting one more Galarian Weezing, really. We could build a deck then with that. Build a bit of a fun deck with it. Oh, that's actually very good. We'll be able to trade that for a lot. Nearly through the opening, don't worry, we'll play something in a second. Gym Trainer again. See, this is kind of a good card too, Clem, for that Ditto box. Just because Psychic is a fairly hard-hitting attack on something like Senate Scorch or what do you want to call it? Pikarom or something, because they're going to have like 6 energy on. Well, I mean, what's 10 plus? I mean, 6 times 6 is what, 360? It's huge. I think it's. I hope it's that. God, I don't actually know math at all. You'll see when I play. I think that the math is right, but it's not because I'm a dunce. But I was supposed to play with my friend Bella today, but they've been on. Let me just check this. We're not really getting much. Well, we're getting a bit of luck. Senate Scorch was a good hit. Oh, we have loads of packs left. Christ. If you buy like 100 though, the bulk price is so low, or something like 13 quid, 14 quid I think. Hey Murtis, how you doing? Are you well? See what we get in this next pack. Really, it's the Dittos we're after. Ditto it. We don't really say T's where I'm from. This is kind of a good card actually. It's hard to set up, but there's absolutely bonkers damage if you do. Tricky Jim had a video on it, which is a channel I'd advise anyone who's getting into TCG to watch. Oh, another Senate Scorch is actually very good. Yeah, Tricky Jim is just a fun channel to watch. He plays a lot of interesting decks. He's a genuinely really nice guy, I think. Now, is this good or not? Because I think in Expanded it's probably good. With Malamar. Because there's any energy in play. So it's not just on Alcremie. You could just slap on like a lot of energy quite easily with 4 Malamar on the bench. And an attached return, I mean, you'll be doing a lot of damage. It's pretty fun, I think, in Expanded. And it says energy, not energy cards. So it feels like double colours and stuff will count as 2, so it's a pretty interesting little card. I don't think it's good per se, but I think it's definitely playable in Expanded anyway. Which is a minefield of a format itself, but I don't know what I think about this thing. The card is honestly pretty okay. It's got 3 retreat costs if there's a stadium in play. There nearly always will be a stadium in play in a fire deck. It benefits from Welder. 140 is not horrible. I'm sure the VMAX is a bit better. I can't remember. Ah, good to see Celebi again. That's about 8 today. What have we got coming up? Another one. That's actually 3. That's incredible. Oh! It's the card we've been after for most of the bloody time I've had this game. Oh, we're happy now. We're very happy now. What a pack that is. A Senate Scorch and a Crowback. Criminal. I'm going to try not to say Christ or Jesus today, because it's obviously a religious holiday and I shouldn't blaspheme to begin with. You don't know who you'll upset. Oh God, I always just think if you can avoid upsetting someone, you should. So, I'll avoid saying Christ today. We'll just get something I like. I actually don't care what we get in the rest of these packs. Now we've got Crowbat. That's another Frostmoth. That's very good. If anyone has any questions about any of these cards, just type them in the side, and when I see them minutes after I've said this, because of the delay, I'll try and answer them. But yeah, today's just going to be a very casual few matches, just talking a little bit about what we're doing, and trying to explain a few basics. Something to do on Easter Sunday, really. He's a cute guy, right? Look at that. I like the cute ones. I don't like this. I don't like seeing this 8 times, whatever it's been today. Oh, how many times are we going to see this as well? This is definitely kind of an okay card. It's pretty much just Great Ball, let's say, ability. Which isn't great, but if you're just starting out and you're low on search cards, something like that would be ideal for a new player, I think. Just to... Oh, that's gorgeous! I mean, we love a Frostmoth anyway, but... God, the shiny one is gorgeous. What a beautiful card. It's a very playable card as well. It's hugely playable, so it's good. We wanted that as well. We're doing alright now, actually. We had a bad start, but we've got 3 Senate Scorch VMAX, which we'll be able to trade very, very easily, or just use. I mean, Creamy's kind of a weird Pokemon, right? Particularly this version of her, like the shiny, because she kind of just looks like someone spilt soot on a pile of whipped cream, which is I don't know, maybe you'd like something like that. I'm not sure I would. People used to eat soot. Oh, sawdust I'm thinking of, isn't it? That's a really good attack, to be honest. Very good attack. Oh, that's bad. Generally bad card. Yeah, Mertis, there's a... How do I explain this? Every couple of months or year, Pokemon releases a set that has a lot of reprints of old cards, but with their shiny colours from the games. So, next time we open one, I'll show you for an example. I was talking about the Frostmoth, that's the shiny version of that. Let's have a look. Give us a second, Patrick. I've got everything muted, so I don't have to hear myself speaking, which is hopefully that's a bit better. Thanks for putting it out there, mate. I mean, this is the only second time I've ever streamed anything. Burge, I'll see you on PUBG later, mate. I don't want any excuses as to where you're not there. What does this thing do? It's kind of okay. It's not particularly good though. It looks good. It looks really nice. Like the angry Pikachu thing. But 3 for 180 is not great on a VMAX. But 20 to each of the bench is good. But 180 is not really doing anything special damage-wise. for that sort of energy output on a VMAX, for the risk it is of a 3 prize loss, you really want to hit for way more than 180. That's pretty good. We did need that actually for Orbital. What does it do, the VMAX? Let's have a look. Oh, that counter's pretty mad. It's actually a very good attack. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Murtus, as I was saying earlier, this is one of the shiny cards. It has a different number down here. The SV means shiny vault, I'm fairly certain. That little silver star indicates it's a shiny. It's the same as the normal version, it just looks nice, and in real life, in the physical game, they're textured, if that makes sense. Which looks a lot better. I mean, it'll be better if we found Rowlet again, because we can compare it to the Rowlet in this set, since both are in the set, but... what's this going to be? Yeah, they're pretty good. We'll play a few games in a second, we're nearly finished opening these. What is this Pokemon? I've not played Sword and Shield, so some of these are a mystery to me. There's Stonehenge. It's kind of a cool looking thing, I guess. It's kind of fun. I mean, you could buff pad in it. I don't know why you would at only 140 base HP, but... it's alright, I guess. Maybe if you were playing with friends and you had a rule like no Vs or GXs or anything, just normal Pokemon, a card like that could be... that's pretty good. No, Clem, I got the Orbitals, mate. Thank you. I traded for them earlier. I'll have your Ditto, mate, for sure. So... there's a Phalanx, a normal Phalanx, that its attack is for 2 colourless energies, so just a twin energy or a double colourless and expanded. And I think it's... I want to say it's 20 damage? No, 30... it's some amount of damage for I don't know much about the game, but it doesn't look like it'll be useful in the game, Patrick. But yeah, the Phalanx... the normal Phalanx has an attack based on how many Pokemon you have on your bench with Phalanx in the name. So you can use it and expanded with Marshadow GX, which lets you attack using any of your basic Pokemon's attacks via Marshadow. So you could boost the damage a bit more. It's kind of a cool, fun little deck. There's a Phalanx VMAX coming. I'm not sure if there is, though. That would probably make the card a lot better, a lot more viable. But yeah, I think the shiny cards genuinely look really nice. They always have done. I mean, if we look at... they used to have a different... they used to have a different layout. They were called Gold Stars back in the day. But this is what the shinies used to look. Oh, that's really bad. This one's really bad. That's what the shinies used to look like. I had a couple of these. I've sold my Trico. I sold my Latias. I've sold my Mewtwo, but I kept my Jolteon. Because honestly, the Jolteon is such a nice looking card. I mean, these pictures don't really do it justice to how the shine comes in. Oh, this picture definitely doesn't do it justice, but yeah. Shinies have always looked kind of nice, I think. They've sort of changed over time. But Pokemon has put a lot of effort into making them look good. Just something that, you know, it's a collector's piece. It's nice, isn't it? This card's pretty good as well. It's horribly hard to set up, but being able just to knock something out is stupid. It's really stupid. And with experience share and counter energy and expanded, you could really just do well setting these up, I guess. And you only have to get 2 knockouts on a VMAX or a tag team, so you can lose a few leading up to it to get yourself into the deliberately onto the back foot, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, we've got 3 more left, and we're going to cancel that trade and get those other 2. Another Lapras. That's good. That's 2 Lapras. Indeed, he's alright. It really is an okay card. We didn't get Dittos though. That's actually pretty surprising because Ditto's one of the more common Vs to get in this set. It's actually the V we wanted the most, but I don't know what Grimmsnarl is. Oh, that's not horrible, to be fair. That's really kind of a fine card. No more Pekko, not you. I shouldn't whinge. Some people don't get anything good out of packs. Only hits, so not everyone can be blessed with about 20 mana fee out of packs. This is a really good card. Just for that, Spit Shot. A lot of decks can power this up fairly easily, and it's a game-winning hit or something on the bench. The only problem is if you start with it, and is that when you start, then you're in kind of a bad place. Alright, well, let's just go to trade and untrade that then, because we don't really care about the stuff from that anymore. Oh no, we do want the capture energy. Yeah, we'll leave them up. Play a few matches now. What do we want to... Oh yeah. -1 to Dene, +1 Crobat. Put some Lysanders in there, they look a little prettier, I think. Right. Let's see what we get, boys. I hope we're going to get ADP because I had a really hard time against Colossal. But given my luck, we're probably going to get that stupid Alone and Executor deck that sort of pops around a bit with the tag team. Yeah, we always want to go first, really. Oh, that's honestly a pretty good starting hand. Yeah, I like this a lot. Right. No, we're just gonna get energy at the bottom, aren't we? That's fine. That's really okay. I'm hoping that this is ADPZ. If it's the Melmetal one, we don't want to play it at all because it's horrible. So he's ditching Mew. This is quite a good card actually for a lot of decks. Prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by opponent's attacks. That's very helpful. Yeah, it's the Melmetal version. Jesus. Oh, what idiot are we? Oh. He didn't want to do that. Oh, yeah, okay, that's good, because he lost his Elder Goss, which essentially just recycles his supporter for you. He's lost a boss, and he's lost a Marnie. And he's also down to one professor. Yeah, he didn't want to do that. That's very good. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. That was honestly very lucky for us. So we're going to Primate Wisdom the Fighting back on top of the deck. What is this? This is what I mean when I say this game is horrible RNG. We're going to Eruption Shot. I mean, our last 4 cards in a row have been energy. It's fine. This deck likes to have situations like that sometimes, but I've got a feeling he might actually just drop at the end of this turn. Nope, he's going to switch. And he's then going to Metal Saucer. That's the energy acceleration for Steel. He is going to swing us quite hard, that's the problem. What's he going to get? Is he going to get the... Yeah, okay. This is not the big problem it seems to be. So this then stops VMAXs from attacking it. You can't read it so well. You can't read it when the game keeps moving. You can't read it so well on the background, but basically it stops my Pokemon from damaging it. This doesn't bother us too much, because we're going to try and dig for Fion and just work around it, or Boss's Order. I mean, he's in a really unhappy position right now. We haven't attached any special energies, although we will do next turn, probably. This is a really good card for this deck, so looking at the top 5 cards of your deck, you choose one, put it on top, shuffle the others in, then you use a Rangaroo with Primate Wisdom to sort of just pull up what you want. None of this is particularly good for us right now, though. We'll put another Colossal up. We don't really want to do this. This is a really bad spot for us to be in because we haven't hit a single supporter this game actually. He's probably going to promote that and Brave Blade us, which would... No, it's not enough for us to kill us though. And if he does that, he loses his Zacian, which he'll lose the energy with. I think he's going to just try and keep attacking with a Shield Dog, whatever it's called. Zamazenta, yeah. It's going to take him a little longer, to be honest. Right, we're going to... You are actually kidding me, TCGO. This is horrible. What are we going to do here? What can we do here? Really? We know the next card's an energy. We're going to lose this and lose 3 prize cards. Unless we... Mallow and Lana into the normal Colossal and just sacrifice it. We don't want to be doing that either. We're in a really bad spot, to be honest. We shouldn't be. I mean, how many... He's hit 3 Professor Researchers within his first 2 hands. 2 Marnie. 2 boss's orders, a quick ball, a communication, and we've hit Hammer, Rotom Phone, and Mallow and Lana. We're now going to hit energy again. We might just drop this round if... Oh, dear me. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think the play is just to drop. Try one more time to get a playable hand, but we are probably just dropping this. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we recover from this here, so we're just going to concede it. So if you ever hear me talking about TCGO hand, that's partly what we had there, where we had just 4 energy in a row, or probably 6 actually if you count the other 2. We had all of our basic energies and inexplicably none of our support cards, which is part of the danger of RNG, I guess. Alright, he's probably going to take second if he's using a fire deck, because I'm sure he's going to start with Volcanion if he can. This is what we were after last game. This is good. This is actually very good. Grab it to Dene. We'll play a Rotom Phone to get an energy. We'll Crobat for free. Rotom Phone again for a buff pattern. With the Dene for 4. So these 2 cards together are fairly mad. This gives you a complete hand refresh by ditching everything in your hand, and this lets you just draw up until 6. So you're in a pretty good place either way. I don't think he's going to want to Marnie us turn 1, which is our biggest threat right now. Which, for those watching, is each player shuffles their hand into their deck, or puts it on the bottom of their deck, I should say, and then either player draws their cards. The person who done Marnie draws 5. The person who got hit by Marnie draws 4. It's a disruptive card more than it is a beneficial card, but yeah, he's gonna fish for the Volcanion, I think. At least that's where I'd be trying to grab right now. He might get to Dene or Crobat. Yeah, Crobat. It's a really weird move to do what he just done. I don't think he's going to want a boss. He might discard the boss for the 2 fire energy off of a welder. If he has welder, anyway. Should we possibly aggressively say hello to him? Hello. That's odd. I'm not sure why you'd play that in this deck. Maybe just to make some maths a little bit easier. Since when you play this from your hand to your bench, you put 1 damage count on one of your opponent's Pokemon. I wonder if the plan is just to make hitting numbers a little easier. Senate Scorch. He hasn't managed a single attach, has he? He's got Welder, yes. He's going to Giant Hearth, get 2 energies, Welder onto Charizard. Or maybe Centre Scorch? Yeah, Charizard. Yeah, draws 3 cards. Then I think he's likely going to pass turn. No, he's going to switch, which actually makes our life a little easier. Is he actually going to go for... he's going to great catch up to Dene and kill that. Maybe. Can he actually kill it? He has to do an energy attack to do it. This kind of suits us fine, to be honest. He's now put his hand down to nothing. Why you'd desperately drag the Dene out and use your GX attack on your first turn is... He's actually helped us because we now have Oranguru back on the bench, so we haven't got to search for a switching card now. I'm going to crush and hammer him. Nope, it's not going to do anything. I'm going to get a Colossal V. I'm going to have a little look through the deck for here. Yep, okay, cool. So the idea of what we're doing now is we're going to try and force him to Welder again. We will start up a second Colossal on the bench. Let's see what's going to come off a Rotom phone. Nope. No, I kind of think we take that instead. So now he can only outrage us next turn, which is still a lot of damage, to be honest. But we can finish this off this turn, and he's then got to start working up a Centre Scorch, which is not going to be the quickest in the world for him to do. He's not going to put both on charts, surely not. Alright, so this turn we're going to fish for a Mallow and Lana. That's what we really need to find to make our lives a little easier. See, if I was him, since we already have that much damage on there, I'd have put the 2 onto this, attached manually once onto this, hit for 160, 140 because of the... We actually do want this as well. Let's... kill this thing. He's probably got enough in hand to kill us on the return, which puts us in a really bad place. Sort of. And he has boss's orders, we're in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have boss, he's played 1 and he's played his Grey Catcher. I think he gets 1 more bot. Oh yeah, okay. He discarded it. I'm not sure why you would ever make such a play. Oh right, the only way he can actually kill us is if he somehow gets Jirachi out of active and gets another energy. I mean, what's... It's 40 plus 40, isn't it? So it's... We're currently on 380 HP. So he needs to get 160 because of our stone energy reduces damage by 20. I think anyway, so we're on 220, so 100 will be 320. 160 will be 380. He has 180 realistically, which is what, 4 energies on there? So it's 4. 120. I don't think he can actually do it this turn. And we can set up to take him next, I think. We're going to have to Marnie him is the situation here. It's not ideal. He's using all his scoop up nets, so we're on a pretty... Oh, he's going to keep recycling Jirachi, and I don't know what he hopes to gain from it. Can't welder again. Maybe searching for fire crystal. We're probably going to Marnie next turn. We don't need to use a boss because we have Fear and we can force him to switch if we want to, but we don't want him to switch anyway. We want him to put Center Scorch out. We've only got one welder left in the deck. Ah, okay. I wasn't expecting to do that. That's kind of not exactly what I was hoping for, but okay, thank you, game. We didn't need to do it this way. We could have actually killed one of them and he's badly behind a turn now. I don't know what he was playing at with that little turn. I mean, he's thrown away all the scoop up nets. 1, 2, 3, yeah. He threw away a boss's order, which he desperately needed. He only has one welder left in deck now. If he gets the welder, he can kill us, but we can Marnie out of this mess. If he retreats, we can boss's order him back in. I mean, so that's what? 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 180. He has enough to kill us here. When you take away that. But I think he realises the situation he's put himself in now. It's not great. I mean, things are not great for us either, to be fair. We have to hit Colossal and we have to hit an energy. It's just sort of doable with Marnie. Marnie's really not ideal for it. If we want, we can try and get another Rangaroo out and try and work for it that way. I mean, we have 3 in the deck, so let's do the first. Primate's Wisdom. No, that's good. Put that down with Marnie. No, I think we've probably lost this now. No Rangaroos left us then. No, we probably have actually lost this. All we can do is send Fion back to the deck to try and buy us a turn. So I thin the deck a bit. So we still have one Marnie. That's really it. He doesn't have any scoop up nets left, and I think he's probably out of switch as well. His best bet is going to be just to manually attach and retreat. Yeah, he's probably got game here. He's got 6 on, so 6 times 4 is what? A lot. 200 in it. 280, I just can't do maths. Centre Swatch would have been a tough matchup for this. You really have to get a Centre Swatch killed before they can. We really misplayed that, to be honest. We should have pulled out the Crobat and killed that, because then we could Fion onto something on the bench and he'd have to put a single prize attacker up that doesn't have much HP. We got our eyes were too big for our bellies though, unfortunately. It's the opposite of what it was last stream, where we won every game. We've lost every game so far. It's fine. I don't know what he's playing, so... Oh, this isn't good. Although we can use a support if we go second, so... He hasn't started off as he wants to, that's for sure. You don't want to start with Eldegoss. So if we do that, Crobat's a bit pointless. Marnie is probably the better option to put into next turn. I mean, he can do 100 damage out of that. It's fine. He can't. He's in a really bad place, to be honest. I don't really want to Marnie him. We're going to help him out, but we have to refresh this hand. Are you act? Get ready. Get ready for the discard to be something we need, like Fion. We're not gonna quit it. We don't need to quit it. He's in a worse place than we are. This is what I mean by this bloody game sometimes. We play just 2 of these in the deck, so they're both there. Not the supports we play 4 of. Not any of the cards we play 4 of. These are both there. You need to get communication or another Marnie or an Oranguru or something next turn. Would be happy with those. I mean, he's still in a bad place, so... Right. That's a game changer for next turn. What is he playing that relies on Rapid Strike? Because this doesn't. Oh, pardon me. I think we're going to see him pass turn again, as he has done most turns. No, he's going to Marnie us, which we're happy with. Because otherwise we have to discard both our Mallow and Lanas, and we're going to need them against this deck later on. Thank you, pal. No, you come do your 130 damage. You be my guest. You be my guest, buddy. This is unbelievable. What do we do? Fiona, yeah, we kind of need that, but we'll grab another Rangry, try and set something special up there. That's good. That's actually very good because we're just going to put this there, and this here, and we're going to hit this here. Denning, yep, smart move. Oh, he's using that. Why is he using that with this? Bear with me a second, guys. So this is kind of problematic, not this one, but okay, he's going to try really hard to start placing damage around because he's in a particularly bad position now. He's going to put it on there if he has any sense to try and soften the massive amount of damage it can take up. But he's probably not got a lot of sense. He's probably going to put it there or something. We get Mallow and Lana. We're just going to heal off most of that damage. Oh, I guess. Let's send that back to the deck for now. Well, that's useful actually. Because we don't want the horror energy on there anymore. I know what he's doing. He's going to use this to hit two of my Pokemon for 120 each. Try and go for the kill that way, but we are going to fish Mallow and Lana as always just to get this damage off. We're just going to manually attach that there. We want to get rid of both of these quick balls. Because there's nothing else we really want right now. Put that back in the deck. We aren't going to get Mallow and Lana, so instead we're going to have to focus on reducing his energy output. There's Mallow and Lana, so next turn, if we're lucky, we might be able to survive this. But it all depends. If he has boss, we're in a lot of trouble. He's used one boss. If he can get this powered up and he bosses us, he can. Well, he doesn't need to boss us. He can actually just kill these two on the bench, and though he seems to have sort of slowed his energy down a bit, so. What does that actually do, Karina's? Well, it's kind of interesting, but he didn't get a boss off of it, so. Oh no. Oh, he already attached his turn, didn't he? So we're probably going to be able to kill him this turn. So these rapid strike and single strike cards have like lots of little tricks. There's a Houndoom on a single strike that you attach to a single strike Pokemon and extra energy. He can't do that as such with this, so he's already done his energy. He's done his retreat. Why did he get a free retreat on that? Because of this, yeah, cool, makes sense. Right, we're actually now digging for something new. We're going for boss's orders. If we can't get that, then we're going to have to. This is bad. We don't really want to be doing this. We'll send Mallow and Lana back to deck. We don't have many cards left in deck. We have to try and hit Crushing Hammers now to slow him down by a turn. No. That would have been ideal. We've actually lost this now, so. We just concede. I'm not playing this match out because it's pointless. Basically, that what's it called? Ursa Refu or something. It's very tricky for our deck because we're running a lot of Pokemon that have 120 or lower. I mean, we've got 3 Oranguru, 1 Fion. All 4 of them can be one hit by that from the bench, which is terrifying. And as we saw earlier with the Dragapult, he smartly put it on the Dedenne. I was stupid to question why he put 4 there. He softened it up into a one-hit territory for whatever you call that thing. And us not hitting the boss was just too hard. It was too much of a problem. We hit the boss or we hit the Crushing Hammer, but a 1. But this is actually probably going to be a concede as well, because you never want to start on this card. It can't do anything in the active. It costs resources to retreat it. We're against we're against him concede. There's absolutely nothing we can do in this match. We're dead on turn 1, basically. That's just unfortunately the way this game works and always has done. Particularly the online version, you will get stunned with unusable hands from the start far more than you ever will in real life. I mean, I played the physical card game on and off for, I don't know, probably about 18 years now, and I've had less starting hands like that in 18 years in person than I have in 2 years of this. I've seen less hands like that in person as well, like from other people using them. It just doesn't happen. It's just grab that for now. What are we after? That would be good. That would be there. So we'll just trade that in. Get this on, and next turn we're Professor Research to a fresh hand. This is actually kind of a smooth brain strategy to reduce it up to one card in the hand. Though he probably knows it's something I want, so he may Marnie me in desperation. I'd probably play the Marnie on turn 1 if I saw that they were set up like this, because I'd worry that it was Dedenne or something they were holding on to, or... Bearing in mind, he knows we know what our next card is as well. Oh, for you watching, the guys watching who don't play the game normally, that card is just this card. It's the same card. This is just a secret rare version from Vivid Voltage, but it's the exact same card. I got really lucky. I pulled like 2 of mine, and I got one in a trade for a Weakness Guard Energy secret rare. With some other stuff, it was a really good deal for me, because Weakness Guard Energy is kind of nice, but I'd rather have 3 golden monkeys on the field. So he's not had a great start, bless his soul. Starting with Dedenne is horrible. Not as bad as starting with Theon, but starting with that would have been worse for him, because it's just easy to kill in one fell swoop. We're in a bit of a bad spot ourselves though, because this oh, I was not expecting to do this. He's trying to make the maths make more sense for his VMAX, which that was lucky. Right, time for very smooth brain. Dedenne and Crobat are both prized. That's remarkable. That's honestly remarkable. That's almost unthinkably unlikely. Alright, we are in an incredibly bad spot then. I mean, we know we aren't going to get it, but we just want to check our energy more than anything. I mean, there's a good chance we're going to get energy on the energy shot. Nope. Horrible, horrible, horrible turn that was. We need to get a what do you want to call her? A Marnie, really. Or Professor's Research. We've probably lost this already, to be honest. Because he's going to weld her. He's going to do 220 to us. It's actually a lot of damage. How many switches has he thrown away so far? 2. What we want to do is pull this up then, but he might have another switch in hand, which... he does win a bad play. I mean, he's going to get 3 cards. Oh, he did well already. He's done that, right? Perfect. It really balls this up. He's almost. This is just. We already know we're in a bad place. We probably aren't coming back from this. Yep. Just gonna quit. They're getting every single card they need to hit, and we're getting brick hands, which will just happen. I mean, I can actually almost guarantee a way out of this, just to show you how bullshit this game's mechanics are. We just clone deck, delete the original, and play. It will probably reset the MMR on the deck, and we'll start getting better draws. So we win a coin flip off the bat. It's a pretty respectable start hand. Because when we played with this deck last week, we got like 99% wins or something. I'm sure we're getting dead draw now as a response, like as a punishment for it, which sounds dumb, but the Dene's prized again, which is remarkable. We've actually already got Marnie, don't we, so... Yeah, okay, we can actually survive that. He can't kill Arangu this turn, so we're just going to sit behind it for a second. Or she can't, I should say. So, one of the guys on the Discord actually said that Victini VMAX is a bad deck. It's not. He says stuff like this all the time. I don't think getting a guaranteed 220, whatever it is, a turn is bad. Is he out of his mind? What the hell is he doing? Oh, he's going to try and do spread and flames, right? Yeah, makes sense. Sort of makes sense anyway. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but the things these people do rarely make sense to me. I wouldn't normally put 2 of these down, but guess we kind of need to be honest, at the moment. Because we haven't got buff pad and we haven't got any stone energies on. So we're just going to take full damage from the VMAX if he gets it out, or she gets it out. Which she probably will. I don't really understand what the hell she's doing here. She's trying to power up Mewtwo. She has to do it slower than she planned to. I see. Right. Okay, we can make this work. To be honest, I don't really understand what the play there was. I've never seen a deck that runs Birdkeeper to such a high level with Victini and Mewtwo. It's just... it's low-key insane, to be honest. Maybe they're trying to spook me out. Do we want to... Heads? Heads. Tell I can't believe when I said heads you didn't do it. You got on your tails, mate. Oh, do we have to go second then? Are they going first? We don't really want to ever go oh no, that's perfect because it's another deck where they really... Is Crobat in here? Honestly, we'll probably go Crobat and just ensure ourselves the energy. Who's that? Oh, Gift Gaff. Oh, so they're going to grab the Dene, or... oh, I thought they were going to probably grab Charizard and Reshiram. Kind of an insane card here right now that holds very little value to what they want to do. Have they played a supporter yet? No. They've put Charizard in the discard, so they did have a Charizard already. They basically want it for the GX attack, because Mewtwo will allow them to use. No, we've been that then. See, yeah, that's what we want. Put that back in the deck. Sorry about that. I have no idea what she's shouting about it. Let's go to this. We're going to grab a Dedenne, boys. We're going to go for a big cheeky discharge. Deden change? I thought it was discharge. That's bad. We have probably put ourselves in a not great position here. We would sort of count on getting another rat. That's fine, to be honest, because we can Oranguru this next turn and just guarantee it. Or we can attach Professor's research and yeah, they're panicking themselves here. We do have one more air balloon in the deck, so we just go for it, I guess. Try and drag it out. Yeah, we didn't get it. That's actually that's the plan. We'll just grab another monkey boy whilst we're here. Another big monkey man. This ain't really very good. Alright, we'll go for another hammer. We'll miss it. We'll end up it's fine. If they use a boss now out of desperation, they haven't got a boss later, and boss is going to be a huge problem for us as this game progresses. Yep, okay. We're just gonna manually retreat it. And go all in. Yep, that's great. That's really good. That's what we got for Rotom Fan. Don't really want that. There's the other air balloon we were looking for. Of course it was. That's fine. We have it in hand now if we need it again. These energies are super useful. If they're on a fighting Pokemon, they take 20 less damage. And you stack them. Alongside this card, which gives you plus 50 HP if you have a full retreat cost. So you're already on 380 HP because of that. Then each of these takes 20 off of their damage. So you got 3 on there, you get 60 less damage. They've got to somehow hit like 460 damage to one hit you at that point. And they just aren't going to be doing it without a grass deck. I mean, this is a complete waste of his reset stab. He should have saved that for later. He hasn't harmed us at all by doing that either. He's probably going to use the GX attack. I don't think that's smart, because he's then in a position where he can't really finish us next turn. He has got rid of our air balloon, that is actually a bit of a bother, but we are just going to dump this entire hand with the research, to be honest. No, he's going to boss his order again. What is he actually doing? This guy is insane. I'm just going to throw everything away here. We're going to really just fish for a balloon. We're going to get it. We're going to swing him. And put bosses back. I don't really need it right now. I could put another one on it too, because he could outrate us if we do the second attack. Yeah, that seems to be the better plan here. It's kind of a frankly insane plan, but the way, if we done too much damage to him, he's just going to use outrage, which is 10 plus, plus 10 more, so 40, 30 plus 10 for each damage count. And if we've done 240, they're going to be doing like 270 to us. So if we do this right now, he's in a much worse place. I mean, what's he throwing in there for Keldeo? Alright, we need to get that one dead first, really. How many hammers have we used? 4. Christ, that's not good. So he was always going to use outrage, but because we've now got so many of these energies on, it doesn't really do anything. We're going to get rid of this one. I should have done that because we're going to get outrage now. That was very foolish of us. We've potentially killed ourselves here. How many of the other ones did we throw? 2 and 2. So if we communication 1 back, we can. How many energy on the discard? 3. So we can still win this actually. He's going to use the one for all the benched Pokemon. It's going to be 250 minus. What does it do again? We'll use Outrage, which is kind of weird. We have no cards left in deck. We've lost this anyway. Oh no, wait. We have got a way out of this now. This now. Cheeky beggar thought I hadn't noticed that my deck was that low. I hadn't. But that's the power of fear. You can listen to the bottom of the deck. He might actually have enough to do it though. I think he does. I think he's won this, to be honest. Well, he hasn't. We do have a way out of this, but it's not good. No, we don't, because that other energy's prized, isn't it? We don't have a way out of this. He's won this. We're pushed to being decked. Yeah, we can't win this now. That's my bad. I know he has to take more knockouts on us than we do on him. But we can only now do a maximum of 40 damage to him for the rest of the game. So we're kind of just in a bad way now. Yeah, we've played ourselves here. Yeah, so essentially, let's have a fun turn. If we had one more energy in the deck, we have a win condition, but we don't. The last energy is in those two cards. He'll kill this, which doesn't matter to us. No, he's gone for the bench to Dene, huh? Interesting. Look at that. What has bit this does, doesn't it? Yeah. So he's won this regardless now. We just retreat this. Let's put this on it. Let's do Whirlpool Suction. Just waste his time for a turn. Whirlpool Suction him again. Then we're dead. He's going to Venom Shot one of these. Let's concede. It's the problem with this deck is the longer it goes on, you're a lot more. Yeah, trade it, Clem, mate. I would. It's the best use for something like Charizard V. It's not a good card. There's very little that it does. The VMAX is also not great. What time is it? Clem, we're going to go on PUBG about 6, I reckon, mate. Let's see, we have one last, probably not with this. Fuck me. What do you want to bet? He's got fucking Crobat in his, Dedenne, a supporter. Now I'm in a situation where I have to get rid of a lot of my energy. Oh, we could grab money, I guess. No, we'll grab that. We'll just have to bin off 2 energy next turn. I have no idea what this is going to be honest, guys. None whatsoever. Because, Pokeball? Who was playing Pokeball in this day and age? Oh, he's probably running a Ball Guy deck. Oh. Watch as this guy hits heads on every single thing he flips all match. He'll get another Pokeball in this hand, flip it, or he'll get Crushing Hammer and flip it and hit my energy off. That's a fair idea. Communication that way for... Oh, they're both prized again! Of course they are. You got another Dreadnought, did you, Claim? That's good. Dreadnought, rather. Oh, good. I drew communicate. I got 3 Pokemon in my prize card, so I get communication. That's perfect. I have no idea what this deck is. Is it some kind of horrible box deck? I don't really get it. So decks like his work on the basis that you're gonna have to hit heads eventually because of how the so he's now going to pull this up, put it down, get another ball into his hand. He's going to keep doing this. Such a scummy way to play this game. It's alright, we're going to sort this out. We are going to do what I normally never do and power up a second Colossal, because we're going to be playing with the bad luck we've been having against a knob deck like this. We have to have options. Okay, the better plan would send Marnie back to the deck. Be Crobat. No, not Crobat, not Dedenne, and not Fion. We haven't got any balloons either, I've just realised, which is not good. He's hoping to find Zards, to be honest. Fire decks. Because he'll get double damage on him. He's going to try and get a Yamper. He hasn't got one spare. How many ski books did he use? 2. It's a really dumb deck. It's actually lucky after how we've been drawn to deal with that deck and not something good, but I'll show you the trade in a second, Clem. I'll finish this match and I'll do it, mate. Let's go! Remarkable that there are some lesser seen cards there. Which one to bet? We're going to get Crobat to start with, of all things. Oh, this is actually worse than getting Crobat. So you see in the first hand, I get essentially a lot of very good support. I've now got 2 Professor Researchers, which if I use either one next turn completely screws me up. Jesus, Morley. He's going to evoke both of these this turn. He's going to get lucky and get both. Or not. Maybe he's going to grab the Denny. Zacian. Oh, for I might be looking at a Intrepid Sword then. Marnie. I'm actually going to heart that because it means we haven't got to sacrifice anything just yet. Yeah, that's much better. He's actually probably saved us here. We're going to attach Air Balloon. Quick Ball to get rid of that. Get to Dene. Yep, this is actually much better. He's actually he does a big favour there. But since we haven't got a hand to throw away, we'll take the Dene. I'll get rid of that one. We'll retreat him. We haven't used a support yet, have we? No. We'll get Crobat next. That's good. Why don't we use bosses to get Zacian up front? That would have been a much smarter move. Oh, we'll do it next turn. We'll kill it next turn. His main engine here is Zacian. He wants to get Bronzor? Bronzod, whatever the big one's called. He wants to get that because it lets him move his energies around. Though he's getting a bit desperate because he just threw away another coating energy, which is a huge bit of kit. Yep. I think he realised how much of a state he was in there because I was just going to boss's order him and... Clem, mate, do you want to trade a trade now, yeah? So you want to go on to trade. Go on to create trade. Public trade. Then you want to see what you're getting. So what are we? Take filters off. Always take filters off because they're pointless. What do we need right now? We need dittos. So then you want to pick from your list. Hang on, mate. Let's sort something out here.
Get the Amazon app and shop on the go wherever you are.
I realise what the value of what I'm trading is first. Go free. Right, we want the dittos more than anything, which we just want 2 off. We're going to go big to get what we want for this deck, so we're just going to... We don't care what artwork we're getting for it, so we're just going to go for... We want some Pokédolls. And to get something like this, we have to give something big, Clem. So we're going to go... You want to remove filters again, because otherwise, this is what I can trade, apparently. Which is just a crap. We're going to trade that. We'll probably get it for this. It's a pretty good trade-off. Then you want to put how long you want the trade on for, which correlates to the coins you've got from up there. So we say 24 hours. Post trade, create an offer. We're actually going to cancel this trade I put up earlier and open the packs. That's as simple as that, Clem, and then the trade will eventually come through up here. Oh, you are online. I don't know if you're a friend. Or you'll get a trade complete message. Why is it not letting me open my own packs? I don't know what I was doing that for. Let's see if buying a pack will fix that. So yeah, what do we even want right now from packs? We've got Crobat, so we're not really worried about that. What packs are those capture energies in? Rebel Clash. We'll buy some Rebel Clash. So you're opening these or there. But yeah, this is easy for that to trade, Clan, mate. Oh, okay. It's not tradable, unfortunately, but guess if they want to build it, we have a scoop up nuts we need as well, so that's kind of good. It's pretty good as well. Right, yeah, that did fix the problem. So next week when we stream, we'll open some more Shining Fates, get more angry. Maybe. We might not need to, we might actually get Dare VMAX by then, but next week we might be opening Rebel Clash then. I'll buy some. Now, this I kind of want to build something with as well. This Delmice GX, V rather. The VMAX is really good. Like stupidly good. Let's check my trades. This will probably go. We could get the 4 packs, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I've really had nothing from Rebel Clash, Murtus, other than those 3 packs there and 2 others I got on a trade. Mostly because I wasn't trying to build anything from it. But I do want scoop up nets, and I do want those capture energies. So I guess it kind of makes sense to start buying that from now on. Because we're already at the point where... What are these trades? Oh, well, I thought that would go through. So goodbye, Eternus, which... Do I have a Charizard VMAX? Oh, I guess I do. Well, we'll trade that. No, we won't be doing that. Is anyone trading straight up for Ditto? Is the main thing. I am getting Ditto V. I've already got the Ditto Vs I need now, so not an issue. But yeah, Clem, that should answer the question about trades. I should have probably asked for more than I did there, but it's alright. It's a pretty good card. Kind of terrible, to be honest. Not great. I mean, that is actually... I'm pretty sure that's what the ability was on Bennett GX, which was a really good card. But that was a good card because it was anti-meta. It was in a fighting heavy meta, so it hit double damage on most of the top decks. And it worked really well with Zoroark GX. This is a really good card. It's a really annoying card. I am thinking about maybe putting just one of it in Orbital. Since we play Cynthia and Caitlyn in that deck. Where's the invalid deck? It should be a really badly built or beetle deck around us, and there we are, we're dead at that. Just need one more bird keeper. Two of those, one bird keeper. That can go with just another weakness guard. So we need 4 capture energy. What are we missing from the deck then? I did have a list down for this. Yeah, I get it. Take that out. Let's see what I've done wrong now. I don't know if 2 reset stamps are necessary over having maybe one of those in one shell, to be honest. I think late game Cheryl would be such an incredible card in this deck that it's kind of dumb not to consider her. I mean, do we play it that way? That's kind of not great, but We do need those capture energies as well. If we get those, we can try it that way. The problem of taking out one bird keeper is put us in a really bad spot late game, but I don't know. I mean, let's see if we can't find capture energies for trade. The thing with Ore Beetle is you can just put so much damage around the board and play into it. Get up on Google. Yeah, so essentially, obviously in your active spot you can put one damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon, or you can switch through a couple of them. You can get like 3 off most turns, I would argue. That's quite a lot of damage to be putting out each turn. Then throw in the damage itself from G-Max Wave, which is a fairly good attack. You can do a lot of problematic damage with it, and then since we're using Bird Keeper anyway, we just pair it with this. We ain't got to put any energy on it, just Bird Keeper in, and Sky Circus gives us a free attack. A 60 to something on the bench. Well, we're already putting loads of damage around the bench, which is huge. Yeah, we'll take even more capture energies than that. I don't know. See what we can offer up. Some capture energies. I hope some place that more Pekko can go for all I care. Yeah, and then we'll just ask for capture energies 3. But I don't know if I don't know if more Pekka will actually get us anything. Oh, what else could we put in there though? Just sweeten the deal, so to speak. That. That's got to be better for it. I mean, someone's going to do that, right? They're going to do it just because of the enormity of what's on offer. And then we can play Ore Beetle, which will be... I mean, if I had 3 spare common energies and someone offered me that, I'll take it. And there's 5 ultra rares with 3 uncommons. Hopefully some of the loaded packs will have it. Right, on that bombshell, boys, I'm probably going to call it on the stream today. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you all have a happy Easter. All 2 of you that are left. I'll have a more structured stream probably next time, where I've actually thought about what I'm doing. We'll open some Rebel Clash, maybe see what we get from that. And yeah, thanks very much, Murtis especially, for spending so much time in here. I really appreciate it.